Hello everyone, Mario the Pie Man here for some more Star Trek Online. We are back with Drakhara, or a Riemann tactical officer, currently sitting at rank commander, and we have been mucking about on Nimbus 3, the planet of galactic peace, and classic filming location of the cinematic masterpiece that is Star Trek V: The Final Frontier. As you can see, we are outside the bar of the triple-breasted Catwoman. We have taken out a big Orion Syndicate enforcer. We've run through the desert a lot, and we are now going back to this contact Law for those who came in late. So we've got to talk to Law now. We did see a shifty Gorn looking at him a while ago, so I wonder if anything of this is related. Let's go back to his house and find out. You find a note written by Law to Drakhara. The Gorn that serve Hassan have taken notice of you. With Hassan out of the picture, they're making a move to show their strength. They're sending a man to kill you, but I decided to take him myself. I need to do this. I've lived the life of a coward, not the life of a Roman. The Gorn will most likely kill me, but at least I will die taking the stand that I ran away from 2 years ago. I hope you're the person you seem to be. If you are, you'll continue to help the people here after I'm gone. Law. Let's check on him. Oop. High noon shootout. Really going for the western thing here. Oh, still no one. It's a staring contest. He blinked. He survived.
Now this is embarrassing. I leave a death note behind and you find me alive. Yes, the situation isn't as bleak as
Nah,
I thought it
you're
was.
making a big deal of this.
You've got that look about you, though. One that says you need information. What can I do for you?
Explain the situation with the Tal Shiar.
If they're anywhere on Nimbus, they're probably using the satellite
Okay,
stations to
so
the south.
hopefully this
Hassan
works.
used them to stay in contact with the
At this
Orion
point, my
Syndicate
microphone cut
without
out and I didn't realise.
intercepting his
So,
transmissions. I think that's
all
how
my
he coordinated
sparkling
his
insights
last
were
attack.
lost.
The Tal Shiar could probably do the same thing. But
Sorry,
that
I'm
area
totally speaking
is
over
the
him.
territory of a pack of Gorn separatists, and they don't like anyone who's not a lizard.
I could dress like a lizard.
That will make it harder, but not impossible. Your best bet is to go to the canyon, disable
Good
the
grief,
exterior
that seems like a
satellite
lot.
cables, gather the satellite codes from the Gorn, and then hack the main satellite. That will cut the Tal Shiar on Nimbus off from their support.
Okay.
The canyon entrance has a giant rock arch over it. There are a couple of paths down from the upper rim to the bottom. In the meantime, I'm going to take stock of what I have here for some plans of my own.
The Tal Shiar were there, we might find Hakeem and all those missing people at the same time. So yes, like I was saying, as I was rudely speaking over Law, this might be out of sync because my microphone cut out, and so all my narration was lost from that point. And don't know why. It is where I really should get a double screen setup so I can actually see if stuff like that happens. But never mind. I am experimenting with recording this, so I actually have the video kind of playing in another window, and yeah, my recording happening in the main one, so we shall kind of see how this goes on. So yeah, I do like how they marked everything out in this. Your paths kind of quite clearly indicated by these lights, and he did also mention the big rock. Now, if I'm honest, this is probably one of the less fun. So the Gorn set up a relay system to protect network to disable 3 consoles on the way down to override them. I was kind of lucky in this. One of the issues you can have with this particular mission is that you run out of Gorn. I will explain that later. So yeah, we've got to fight some Gorn here. You notice actually a lot of the time here they kind of matched equivalents with the Klingons. So again, you have your Targ handlers, the Klingons, and some basic troopers. So you even have an artillerist. Now the Gorn have, for those of you who have seen Strange New World, we do see some Gorn in there. Now the Gorn in this, I think I mentioned before, the Gorn here were based on how they appeared in Enterprise, although actually in later missions you will see they have kind of brought back some more based on TOS, but they've appeared in Strange New Worlds, so I wonder if we are going to get a third Gorn design, and if so, will they tweak, well, again, when they did the TOS tweak for the Gorn, they didn't automatically retcon all the Gorn out of the way, so I could imagine that they might well put in some new Gorn items, heads, bodies, that sort of thing. Now, remember the Klingon Empire. Do you here to enslave us, or just to do the rest of our brethren? We will not bow to you ever. We are free, and we will die or killed to remain so. So I can say your kingdom's a canyon, or your kingdom's a canyon. So simple-minded, we choose to work with the Tal Shiar and the Orions, because they help give new life to the Gorn hegemony. Our task may not be glorious, but it will lead to a bright future. The Gorn that toil for the Klingons cannot stay the same. I serve with honor, and I also mainly work for Romulans. Enough talking. Face us, run like the coward you are. I was going to pick running, but there you go. That's not an option, sadly. So yeah, I'm looking at the two windows I've got. I am slightly ahead, but yeah, we'll see. Now we've still got to activate. This is the thing. So we're fighting a lot of Gorn here, you might have noticed. I'm nicking their stuff. But we've actually got to get to that console at the bottom before we can get. So the things we've got to do is collect satellite codes from the Gorn. So we've got to cut the cables, and then we've got to disable a thing. Plenty to do. Ah, someone threw a rock at me. Gorn systems have additional protection from the encrypted lockout code. Could bypass but run a risk of sending the system into high alert. Need to try the direct approach. Manually sever some cables. That will give us time to work the bypass without setting off the system. With a better chance we'll get some codes. So that's really just what Laws told us. So very well, let's get moving. Now, why am I getting rocks thrown at me? Because of these guys. They're actually quite annoying, those guys on the hill. But what you'll see now is when I defeat the Gorn, there will be some extra drops. Hopefully that looks like Kev's off to get that guy. Yep, so you can see the satellite codes. Now this is quite handy, but it's where you can run into problems to see if you've got multiple people in this instance. So Star Trek Online doesn't work with individual servers, but you do have multiple instances. You notice at the top there it says Gorn Canyon #2. The problem is, if there's been a lot of people through Gorn Canyon /2 before, they've had to kind of balance the respawn rates. You don't want to be doing this and suddenly have the Gorn respawn at you. At the same time, you don't want to run out of Gorn, and that's sadly what frequently happens, is you find you're a bit short on Gorn to fight and hence get codes from. And it is a bit of an annoyance. It's something they couldn't really balance with these sort of missions in public areas. Again, we've got 10 codes to get, fortunately. If you do get a couple of crowds, it does usually mean that That's about three squads usually it'll take. In fact, might get it in two. Yep, 2 squads there. So we've got all the codes. I think I was going here just to, frankly, he'd been annoying me. It's kind of annoying because you can shoot these guys, but there's no way to get up to get their codes if they drop them. And it is one of the places where you'll quite often, they seem to respawn a bit faster than everyone else. But also I feel bad because again someone following me through here will find the place bereft of Gorn, but they also do still attack me when I'm going to cut these cables, so kind of it's a bit of I can't win, sadly, in this one. And you also get an accolade for defeating a lot of these guys, so it's worth doing. We've drawn some aggro. Also, what doesn't help is, now you can't see them yet, but there are there's a kind of system for getting rewards, which usually sets you some challenges. Maybe to defeat a certain number of type of enemy or to do a type of mission. And the problem is one of them is kill Gorn and Nimbus. See if that's running. Good luck if you're trying to run this mission because oh, the place is, you know, because there are lots of people who will be coming out to do it. You also get actually another one of defeat Daywin Anthropods, and again you'll get a lot of people coming to Nimbus, and if you remember at the beginning there was that mission where you had to defeat a certain number. And so you sometimes find that yes, those you're short and bad guys when you need a certain number to defeat. So we are going to go to the satellite and don't know. Oh yes, the Gorn Chief Engineer spawned. Like we've seen with the prison guard and a couple of other people. This is the one for this particular mission, so we will take him out. Again, he doesn't take too much beating. And you can see where the designers were going with this, to have like, oh, a group, you know, you could go through here with multiple players, or you could team up with someone else, again, take the social part of it, and you know, you might team up with someone else to run through this mission, so you've got you know, you can go through it with friends basically, and yeah, that doesn't really happen, or at least in my experience it doesn't. Yeah. I think that's all my buddies stopping people throwing rocks at me. Like I say, those guys seem to respawn faster than anyone else. So a few more Gorn to defeat. Sadly, again, these are, because they were built for these kind of public runs, it's quite combat heavy. But I apologise if you hear any dog noises in the background. We recently had a thunderstorm, and poor dog does not like it, so he's currently hiding under the computer desk. And so here is the next part of the puzzle. We've got to decode stuff in this computer. So we'll get the decrepit transporter. It's a simple maths puzzle here. So basically each number is twice the next one. There we go. And we've located Hakiv's base. He has. We can follow the cables out the canyon. I think it'll take us to the control for the safety doors. This is just a straight run. I do like, I mean, they've got a kind of Vasquez rock look to the place, which is deliberate. But I do actually like how they made up Nimbus. And I appreciate having these. Now, as an interesting aside, obviously as a Romulan player, this is in your mission journal, so this actually comes up, you get assigned it. You do get assigned it as a Federation player, but it's optional. So one of the things they did, they took out 4 of the plot lines, basically. They said kind of they were older content, which they are, and they wanted, you know, they thought it didn't really stand up. It kind of has to be in here because it follows the Romulan plots. They could just completely excise it. And they've not excised any of them, which I thought was nice. They have, believe it or not, the Federation / Klingon Romulan side had some completely different missions. That was revamped, and in fact, one of the later arcs, in fact 2 of the later arcs, sorry, there's an arc around Deep Space Nine that was rewritten, and the Borg arc were all rejigged, and they are better. Like, I'm not going to sit here and say I want some of these old missions. The missions were flawed, they have got better at making missions more entertaining, but I'd still like to be able to replay them. At least in these ones that they excised, you can replay them, but they are kind of involved in the plot, and so I kind of wish that they just actually kept them in the mission journal, or at least made them more obvious. I think we've located the satellites and the access door. Now we just need to find a way out of here.
You hear me? You survived the Gorn and found Hakiv's base.
Yes, I did.
I'm well and truly impressed.
Thank you.
I've been thinking about something. There isn't anything left for me here.
There's nothing on Nimbus.
With your permission, I'd like to join your crew and help you stop Hakiv once and for all.
Although you do get him as a duty officer, so that's great.
Congratulations, Commander. Everything points to the communications array as the hub of Tal Shiar activity on Nimbus III. There have also been reports of disappearances in the vicinity, and they have to be related.
They don't have to be.
The Tal Shiar have been taking people from all over. Makes sense that they're doing it here.
Okay, that does kind of work.
It's time to find out what's going on inside that comm array. Get ready. I don't think this is going to be easy.
Okay, so yeah, oddly enough, just so we can finish off the Nimbus arc, we are going to do the Installation 18 mission. Don't worry, I've been kind of doing them in pairs here for you anyway, because they are very short. I'm just quickly going to... yeah, why not? Just use that since I've leveled up, and... I can check my equipment. I think I was just checking that nothing had picked up as better. Oh. Begin that because it looked like someone was trying to enter combat.
Right-click on a power to set it to auto-fire.
Okay, so sorry, this facility could be a key to understanding. What more about the triggers? If it wasn't, that left once the triggers are gone. We need to get inside and find out the real things. Any ideas where we go from here? I'm going to get the blue console in front of you. This looks like an elevator, does it? Head down. Tal Shiar are going through that much trouble to hide and isolate this facility. Immediately guarding it. As soon as the Tal Shiar know we're here, we'll be fighting for our lives. A stealth approach, oh no, would be best, and trigger alarms. deal with it quickly. Again, there's actually quite a neat game mechanic in this. So in each stage we come into, there will be an alarm that we have to basically switch off within a time limit, or else more guards will appear. If I remember, I actually failed to do it once in this, due to, believe it or not, lag. So yeah, a big, spooky looking underground facility, and we're saying hello. You're not allowed in here, who are you? Suppose I can't claim I'm still in the Tal Shiar. Worth always going, particularly with the Romulans, go for the medics. So yeah, there's the alarm. You can see its timer going. The system's been shut down, yeah. As always, loot any corpse. And there's some geranium ore lurking here for reasons. Oh, if we don't have all the data yet, Tal Shiar's team to conducting experiments, we should investigate. Any proof we can get a Tal Shiar wrongdoing is valuable. That's true. Well, let's go then. In our quick hit stealth mission, we will go and look at random stuff. So let's go and look at these screens. Oh, looks like a spooky lab. Sir, what happened in there? I don't know, it looks like a spooky lab.
The test subjects are reacting well to the
weird alien.
indoctrination procedures.
So there's some sort of indoctrination happening.
We had a few casualties, as
Some fighting.
but those that survived should be able to start phase 3 by the end of the week.
That alarm took its sweet time. They're forcing people to fight.
Proceed carefully.
Oh,
This
so that's what
patient
happens
hasn't
in a spooky
responded
lab.
well to the treatments. Watch those levels. He's going critical.
Ah, a creepy alien. I did actually, first time I saw it, I did have a bit of a whoa, jump out the skin moment. So, what did we just see? Tal Shiar experimenting with people? What could they possibly accomplish with these atrocities? We need to press forward to find out. It's time for answers. Tricord to say the room ahead is a laboratory. Take a look, might find out more about what's going on here. Good idea. Admittedly, again, not particularly quick hit and stealthy, but we'll make do. Although, you do start to get the, sadly, no one's responding to sounds or anything, although you could assume the place is soundproof. I think the problem is that, you do get almost the feeling that, yes, you are doing kind of like a quick strike. Disabling the alarms, I think the thing should have been, if you didn't disable the alarm, it got a lot harder. So who is this? Oh, it's Kiev.
You're not Tal Shiar.
Nope.
Are you here to take me home?
Yes, tell me who you are.
My name is Rena Kev.
Oh, I've got someone who's been asking about
I was
you.
working on a freighter, the Usakan. We haul anything we can to make some latinum with. We had an offer to take a load of techosite to Gasco Station. My captain didn't like it. We heard there was trouble in that area, but we needed the work, so the Tal Shiar were waiting for us. Captain Sarah let them board. Said they could inspect our cargo and manifest, but they killed him. And then they started shooting everyone else. I don't know why they kept me alive, but they kept asking me questions about terrorists and the Republic and my brother.
Yeah, him. He's here.
They said he did such awful things, that he smuggled weapons and killed people.
We have done the latter.
But I know him. I know none of it is true.
No, we've definitely done the killing.
They're the ones who are evil.
Yes, but we have killed quite a few
Yes.
people.
You're Tovan's friend. Is Tovan still with you?
Literally
Can you take me
standing
to
here.
him?
I'll let you two have a moment before we continue on.
Rena!
It's true. How did you find me?
Purely by accident.
I've been searching for you everywhere. You hadn't sent a message in weeks, and I knew something was wrong. Then I started tracking the USA Ken, and I couldn't find any trace of it. I almost lost hope, but...
You're not bad.
I knew you couldn't have done those terrible things. And I knew you'd find me. You're my big brother, Tovan. You took care of me after the homeworld was destroyed. After Father... I don't know what happens next. But I know I don't want to lose you again.
I'll be taking him into harm's
You
way
won't,
quite a
Rena.
lot.
You won't. The Tal Shiar can't hurt you anymore. And they'll pay. They'll pay for everything they did to you.
Well, I'm sorry to break up the reunion, but we are kind of on our fast-hitting stealth mission. So we've got a few more people to rescue here.
Who are you?
Drakhara!
Are you here to hurt me again?
No.
Please, please. I'll tell you anything.
Why the
Just
haircut?
tell me what you want.
Calm down. Tell me what they did to you.
There were lights. And
How many
voices.
lights?
Voices in my head. They were thoughts, but they weren't mine. That wasn't the worst of it. They hurt me. Cut me. One time, they amputated my hand. And 2 days later, they put it back.
Trolling.
There were procedures, and I was awake. I could feel everything.
They are going for some horror here, but it's
I
not
think they were
quite
doing some sort
delivered.
of test, but I don't know what they were for. I just want out of here.
We'll send you somewhere relatively safer. A ship in orbit. Which has been exploded before.
No.
There's no limits.
Make it stop.
We're here to help, we won't hurt you.
Ah! They come in the night. I woke up and one of them was standing over my bed. How did it get in my room? What does it want? Oh, I just want to go home.
Now let's get you out of here. One more. Wait a second.
The light! It hurts my eyes. Can you turn it down, please? It's too bright in here.
What happened? Oh, it's misery guts.
There were Tal Shiar.
Yeah,
attacking
I was
my
there.
colony. There was a blinding light and a noise that vibrated the cabin like it was coming apart. Then there was blackness. I woke up here. They keep asking me questions. Questions about things I don't know. Oh, why didn't they just let me die?
I don't know. Didn't we meet a Crataris?
Yes. I remember you now. Do you know what happened to Sedan and the others?
Could ask you the same. You were in the shuttle, but no, I'm sorry.
I want to find them if I can.
Okay.
I know the location of Obasek's base. I'll find him. Tell him what I know. Maybe I can... I don't know.
Okay.
These lights... they make it hard to think. I need to be someplace quiet. Someplace dark.
Now let's get you out of here. Right. I think we need to get the person responsible for this madness. We confront them. There's a communications centre in the facility. I'm sure the operatives are in regular contact with the Kiev. If we send some false messages, perhaps we can convince them to make an appearance. So that's our next mission. But first, oh, some guards have come. Weapon, I'm using a high density beam rifle, and I've, to be honest, never got on with them. Why you go for the medics? They'll heal people as you're trying to take them out, and they will res people as well. So well worth remembering to hit the medics. Standard FPS rules, really. Any team shooter. Oh, I think half my squad gets stuck in scenery here. Yeah. I've not noticed it at this point, but you can actually see Tovan and Lonoff are both way behind me. Oh, that's why Rena couldn't see him. Great turret placement with you, Herald. That's doing a lot of good. suppose the upshot of doing this as an observer is there's stuff that I maybe don't notice when I'm having to actually play the game. One of the things actually, oh no, this is up. Hey, I stopped to pick up stuff while calling reinforcements, and wait, where's the thing? Ah, rubber banding. No, too late. You'll see, we've got some. One of the things that I'll say, if actually, I have to go through a wee bit here. The star system is still active. Yep. So again, I'll keep calling more people until it's deactivated. I suppose you could argue the alarm system works of being active until deactivated, so they'll keep sending guards till someone switches it off, with the idea being the guards would switch it off when they were done. Surefire way to get all your guards killed. So we've got to quickly go through this. So we've got a status update. If we could reset, alter this message and resend it, we might be able to lure whoever's in charge back here to a trap. Just talking about they haven't managed to get them, but one of his hands have analysed all traffic in a Reman vessel fled during events. So that's just telling you what we've seen. All indications are. And then installation 18, establish a base on the surface of Nimbus 3. Find and acquire the Thalaron triggers. Possession of a rank syndicate operative. Note it's important to keep the Thalaron weapons out of the hands of enemies. Keeping vital components for building these weapons off the open market is a continuing goal in Tal Shiar. Prisoners of value will be sent to installation 18, combining Alachi interrogation and mind control with their holographic conditioning is proven to be very successful test cases. Like what happened to us, the research will continue at installation 18. Several Alachi will be at the facility to facilitate research. Prisoners successfully resist combined conditioning will then be given to Alachi for their use. Take control of supply lines in Nimbus 3, currently run by the Rhine Syndicate. The population of Nimbus 3 relies on outside supplies for survival. Being the sole supplier will give us control of the planet without having to resort to military solutions. So Tal Shiar. Shenanigans. What we have to do is change access rights. So you basically look here, we've got missing bits in a code, and again, I like it when they try to do things with the gameplay. So you can see Epsilon had a something 3, 3, 3, 3, and then it was 377. So there we go, we've unlocked it, and we can make some changes to this message, which is that I was able to procure them. New life signs dead ahead, and they match the aliens we've been seeing since the attack on Vernat. We know they're working with Tal Shiar. Could be a chance to capture one for questioning. So actually, if you do like this sort of dubbed over after the event rather than before, let me know, because it is more effort, so it's not something I'm going to do off my own back. Got a couple of bosses to fight here, along with some other people. Again, we are short-staffed, but I think we actually manage this one okay, aside from me doing fun rolls all the time. Just trying to get this. Again, taking out, you notice I've quite often got a tactic of take out the smaller targets first. Part of this is also because if you take out these, again, characters will, quite often if you respawn, you'll quite often find the people you're fighting respawn with full health. And so you don't really want to have to deal with that. I keep forgetting I've got health thingies, but I can't remember if I used a shield charge there. Not actually what I should have used. Something I end up accumulating a whole load of hypos and shield charges because I keep forgetting I've got them. Yeah, very old unconscious at the moment. But get through that. Looks like there's another Centurion lurking about. Then we've got to fight this Ilachi. Fortunately for us, he spends too much time setting up a whole load of turrets to fight us. We've got to contain him in a force field. Yeah, there's the button.
Now we have you.
Yes.
If you want to get out of here alive, you'll answer our questions. Let's start with something simple. Who? Stop him!
Guess he didn't want to get out of here alive. Sir, that thing decided to kill itself rather than answer any of our questions. Why do that? I wish we could have learned more. It looks like your plan worked. The RW Immortalis reports that an entire Tal Shiar fleet has arrived in orbit in response to the message we sent earlier. So we've really not sent anyone to safety then, have we? No. Oh, he's looking okay. He's fine. No, we'll just leave him there. Sir, being hailed by the flagship of the Tal Shiar fleet. On screen.
I should have known you would be involved.
Yeah, it's our mate
in this.
Hakeem. How's the eye?
I would tell you to stop meddling in affairs that you cannot understand. But if you've proven anything so far, it's that once you're set on a path, you blunder through, heedless of the consequences. Besides, you still owe me a ship. And an eye.
Okay, guessing you're still sore about that. Hail from your friends.
Good fight. I'm sure you're willing to turn a blind eye to a little salvage.
I like this, the pirates we held in the last one. They're coming in to help us. And another hail.
Hakeem is a stain on our people's honor. We won't be safe until he's dead.
Hakeem is hailing us again.
This fight no longer interests
Yes,
me.
mysteriously, now that you're not outnumbering us.
Now that you've met my new allies, the Alachi, you understand just how precarious your position is. Run while you can.
There is, in the Fed, if you run this through the Federation, there is actually a story of a Starfleet officer who basically takes money from the Orion Syndicate. Law tells you a story, and I can't remember if he's the one who leads the fleet, but it is a nice little addition. You don't get it with a Klingon aligned character, sadly. But again, you'd have got this as aligned Drakhara with the Federation, you would have got the same thing. It becomes like a Federation mission. Us, the pirates, and the Romulan fleet. Oh, there's the triple. That's an absolute pain. The 3 plasma torpedoes will tractor be just about always an insta kill, unless you've got a particularly hard. Once you've got one of the hardier cruisers, you can survive it. But it's murder every time it happens. You start trying to keep things to do shockwave. That's what I'm trying to do with local shockwave to get it. Again, the shockwave can disrupt those plasma torpedoes. There's a version of it you can get, and it's one of those annoying things of you get the same weapon, but it's so horribly defanged. It's unbelievable. It's one of those real disappointments. There we go. One of the Deredixes. Take out our opposite number. Pick up the things that have been dropped over there. It's the problem with the fight sort of running itself a little is that you just distract and pick up. That's everything. 2 more stuff in our inventory. There we go.
We can't be lucky enough to have killed him this time, can we?
Nope.
Still, Ren is alive, and she's here. That's more than I could have asked for. I suggest we head back to the surface and wrap things up, sir. Then we can take her back to the flotilla where she'll be safe.
Yeah, okay. Beam down. So we just need to check in with Horace to finish it.
That's about all I can tell you. If you have a different question, come back later. What's been going on around here? I've been hearing strange reports that something major went down at the satellite array in the desert. Did you have anything to do with that?
There was a secret Tal Shiar base.
I heard that Hakeem fella you Republic types have been looking for showed up. that true?
Yep, happened 5 minutes ago, but you don't need to worry about the Tal Shiar anymore.
Well, you sure know how
You
to
missed
get
out dying.
things done. People had their doubts about you, but you showed them. Hassan's gone, the Gorn have been put in their place, and now the Tal Shiar too? This keeps up and Nimbus will be a right nice place to live. Now, if you'll excuse me,
I think they're trying to go
I've
Old
got
Western,
some
but the voice guy is trying to go
latinum to
Cyrano
collect from
Jones.
208. I've been betting on you the entire time.
Thanks, enjoy your winnings.
You want information?
I knew the Tal Shiar were bad, but mind control, alien experiments, who knows what else they were doing to those poor people? The Alachi have to be stopped, and we're the ones to do it. And tell your friend Tovan not to worry about his sister. She's already on her way to
good.
New Romulus for some rest and recuperation. She'll be safe there. Good work.
Time is congratulations.
I'm going to hand back. Oh, wait for her to. Oh, actually, yes, I'm going to hand back to the Murray who recorded at the time now. So, like I say, let me know if this worked for you, because if you do like it, I will try to do it again. So, as you can see, I have been at my Space Barbie bullshit again. One of the things I've forgotten to show you is that the Romulans have a rank system. So, Starfleet is pips, Klingons have sashes, the Romulans get funky shoulder pads, and you've not seen it evolve, it kind of goes from little rims up to these nice little brackets. I've now got a little drapery at the back, so all very nice. And now we will beam up to the ship, so just before this goes, you can see the fancy new ship. I apologise for the sound problems I've been having, I don't know what's up with it, but I seem to be losing sound recording at certain points through the recording, so hopefully this is all here. And quite typically you can't see the ship, it's just been covered up, but it is Lessus, it's called the Lessus, which is Latin for funeral, and stop it there because it is, of course, the glorious Diderot class warbird. Yeah, still a brilliant ship design. Good present. So nice that you get to play this. Again, it's not your final ship, all about my comment, but it's nice that you have that. So I hope you enjoyed this. Apologies again about the way the sound went in this, but hopefully I have these sorted for future videos. Hopefully the voiceover, which I will record later, wasn't too bad. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. If you want, please, you can talk to me on the comments here, or you can talk to me at Pyman70 on Twitter. That's capital P, capital M, and the number 70. I'll be back with more Star Trek Online probably, but until that next time, thanks for watching, and bye for now.